We had to shut down our business. We had to shut down our gyms. We have decided to list our home.
Are you working out? Hey, pretty.
Morning! Can you say good morning? Yeah. Good morning, guys. I think my camera is really dirty. Still dirty.
Squeaky.
All right, I think we got it. And let's pull this back here, something like that. Awesome. Okay. So I have not been on YouTube, and it seems like forever. It's just been about a week, maybe just a few days. I can't remember. But a lot has happened since the last time I was on, and I wanted to kind of update you guys on what is going on. So just let me do a quick spin around of our house really quick. Yeah, so when this, we can't say the word, pandemic happened, we had to shut down our business. We had to shut down our gyms, and that kind of threw us in like a little bit of a, okay, that's our main source of income. What are we gonna do now? We thankfully have followed Dave Ramsey's plan, and we only have our house to pay for, and then we have some savings in the bank. So like his plan is to have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved in the bank. So we haven't quite got there yet, but we are working on it. So anyways, I've kind of felt peace about it the entire time. And then we learned that there was a possibility that Brian was not going to be getting paid for about a month or more, depending on how long we were quarantined for. It was just a little bit of a scary situation. Was it scary for you? So, after thinking about it, praying about it, talking about it, Brian's dad offered to let him come to Indiana. We live in Tennessee currently, for those of you that are new. So, he said that we could come to Indiana and he could work for him for a little while. So, we planned on doing that. Then we got to talking and we thought, why not sell our house? It was a little bit overwhelming. I cried over it a little bit. I have been wanting to move for a while now. I haven't really been able to get Brian on board, and I just want something with a little bit more land so that we can have chickens and a big garden and lots of animals to like self-sustain. So that is my goal eventually. So I think that things change from day to day right now with this whole thing. We're not knowing if we're going to be able to open back up or when. We will be able to open back up. We just don't know when yet. But if there's not any money coming in, then we can't have money going out. So I'm not really like stressed over it. I'm not. But we have decided to list our home whether we go to Indiana or not. We may still go to Indiana and live there for a little bit. We may stay in Tennessee. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine right now. We're just playing it day by day. But what we had planned was while we were gone to Indiana, my mom is a real estate agent, and we were going to list the house. And then if anybody wanted to come see it, I wouldn't have to keep it clean. We wouldn't have to get the kids out of the house. It would just be awesome. But since we're not technically going to Indiana, like when we thought we were going, it might be just a little bit harder if somebody wants to come see the house, but we are still getting it ready. So we have lots of stuff in boxes that we are getting rid of. We have shampooed the carpet. We have, I'm finishing my kitchen, which this stuff is stuff that I wanted to like film for you guys, but because we were kind of thrown into it, it was, we have a Yeti. What? But because we were kind of thrown into it, I literally we just had to start going, and I just didn't have time to pick up the camera. Now that I've had time to catch my breath just a little bit, we've been working on this for 2 days straight now. We've been going to bed extremely exhausted. But now that I've had a little bit of time to kind of calm down, we're like on the road, I was going to kind of jump in here and let you guys see kind of our process. Hey, can you crawl? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, buddy.
Like a hot dog.
Yeah.
I like my.
Did you enjoy your walk with your daddy?
Yeah.
You did.
Did Daddy enjoy his walk with you?
Did you enjoy your walk with your daughter?
Yeah, that's good.
I see horsey.
You saw a horsey?
Yeah.
Yay!
That's for sure.
Are you working out?
Good job, Sayla.
You got your weights?
Go, girl. To the camera.
We're going to talk to the camera.
He wants to talk to the camera. Hello, everybody.
So, since the last time that I was talking to you guys, we have been to the store twice. We got the wrong color shingles, trying to replace a few shingles that have blown off, and then we recruited my sister on the roof. And then what else do we got to do today? We got to
Paint the front door.
paint the front door,
Paint the steps, or stain
stain
the
the
steps.
steps. So, Mom is our realtor. Guys
Don't look
have
like one today, but
seen her before. No, she's our working realtor. You get I got the best of both worlds, I guess, but
this realtor painted cabinets.
yeah, she painted our cabinets, and then she's gonna help us finish getting the house ready to list. So hopefully we get all the outside work done today, and then because it's supposed to rain for like the next week after that, so we'll get that stuff done and then move on to the inside tomorrow or Monday. Step and didn't have enough, so she went to go see if she had the same color at her house. So we have got all that done. Brian's about to take all of the trash to the dump, and then I think we might be done for the day outside. Yes.
I think we're done for the day.
My sister is got just a few more shingles. Final back up. And then we have to put the little seal on the door too.
Oh yeah.
Everything just keeps like, oh yeah, we gotta do this and this and this, but we're getting there. It's looking better. You going to the dump? Alright, say the lay down, good?
Nope.
Nope. Alright.
Still had the Quest bar in her mouth, so.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
I did take the rest of it away from her.
Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Love you. Brian's car wouldn't start for...
Just saying that because you're on camera.
I am not. Brian's car wouldn't start, so we had to jump it off. I'm sure everybody goes through this, and we are not even close to being poor or like in need of like a lot of things, but I think it's just like the luxuries that we have in America. She is screaming right now. That we just get used to. Are you gonna crawl to it? Your sister is just crying, isn't she? That's how you know she needs a nap. She does that. But anyways, like we could really use, here, start back here. We could really use 2 new vehicles. Both of them are paid for, so that's really hard for us to say, oh, let's go get a new vehicle, because we can't afford a huge monthly payment. I don't want to be car poor, and I don't really want another payment when we don't have one right now. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure everybody goes through this, and it'll get better as the economy gets better again, I'm sure, with our businesses and stuff. So I think that people are just like afraid to talk about money, how much they make and things like that. And I mean, I'm not going to like throw out how much we make because it's not super important, but it's just with that, some people are afraid to talk about like their financial struggles sometimes. And one of the things that we really don't want to do is get back in debt. So we have all of our debt paid off except for our house, and I just want to pay cash for stuff. I don't want to be held bondage to debt and like credit card debt and things like that. So I think that with this whole minimalist movement that I am trying to implement, and then it's kind of like bleeding through our family too, is just making things a lot simpler. Anyways, what do you think? What do you think? Mwah. Hey guys, it's a couple days later. Yesterday was Sunday. I told myself I was going to take a break yesterday, but I didn't. We went and got groceries, and then we had our church service online. We kind of listened to that while we were eating lunch. And then I went to work and started doing laundry, catching up on that, because our house was a complete disaster. And it's still not very clean, but I have all day today to finish up everything. They're coming to mow the yard today to make it look presentable for pictures. And then my mom is supposed to come over either tomorrow or Wednesday and get pictures taken so that we can list this house. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Just a quick recap, or I guess kind of update of what Brian and I talked about yesterday. It's okay, buddy. I think that he was getting a little bit scared of listing the house after my mom showed us the comps that are in our area. So his idea was we were going to get a different house with more land, and if we did that, we would have to spend more to get what we needed than what we were selling our house for. So I get so defensive when it comes to backing out on the plans that we had. So anyways, he was like, why are you getting so defensive? I'm like, because I really want to sell our house. Yes. But anyway, so we came to the agreement. What we're going to do is, if everything works out, because you guys know that when you sell your house or things like that, it doesn't always pan out the way you had planned. So if we get what we need from our house, then we will sell it. We will look for some land, and what we're going to do is build a small garage/apartment with the apartment on top of the garage, and hopefully pay that off pretty quickly. We can start our little homestead at home, getting our animals that we want, and just like preparing the land for how we want to live, because this is what I really want to do. I want our kids to grow up on not a huge farm, but a farm that sustains our families. So we grow our own meat, and we know where it's coming from. We know that the animals are treated well, and then our garden, we can have that as well, and just living off the land as much as possible. Are you okay? So that's kind of my plan, and then we can, after we pay that off, we can start working on our forever home and building that and doing that. So we'll be pretty much tiny house living for a little while if this all works out. So pray that it does, and pray that we do not lose our minds during this time. So we're going to finish up cleaning up this house and getting this ready for a showing.
It's like, that's kind of how I think.
If you hold it up there like that, it actually looks like it's like right above your head. Well, that one. Anyways. Okay, here's one.
This is just like when man first walked on the moon. It's one small step for man. Well, you do what?
I'm just replacing those bulbs that have blown.
This is about the extent of my understanding of home improvement. That's pretty much all you're gonna get from me.
You've done really well, actually, with this whole process. I'm thankful that you were here.
On the outside. Dying on the inside. This one's gonna be a little trickier.
Oh boy, don't fall.
Good thing the stove's hot.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh no.
It's alright. I've got plenty of socks with holes in them already.